To explain why I am still here, every day I ask for guidance. Look for an apartment. Contact the courts. It has been to pause and to wait for that. I know I witnessed murders here, okay? I know that. And there's no way anybody who's not a criminal can tell me I didn't witness murders. I didn't know what a dead body smelled like. I had to Google it. It's definitely like rotting eggs, that one. It's really fucking disgusting. Every time they jump somebody here, you smell that a few days later, about 24 hours. Yeah. It's really intense. Like everything I've described, it engulfs and you can't breathe. It's no joke. 4 fucking times, dude. There's been times where the smell didn't go away. It's all reported. I do a good job at that. I don't miss a beat. No. My social media accounts, as far as this house is concerned, are a treasure trove of witness just every minute writing it in. It's fucking beautiful what I did. There's no way that someone can come to me and tell me that I'm delusional, I need medication. All these fucking atrocious statements make me just want to cry that anybody would say that. Also, these are women getting killed that I've heard. Not the one up there. I don't know the one up there, but I know that I heard another one. I don't know if it was a woman or a man. I'm wondering if it was Juan. I don't fucking know who that was. Yeah, dude. And I know that the chemicals she's working with up there go with fire alarms, pots. I've been hearing pots forever. Goom, goom, goom. They drop them. It's not like the one I filmed in the bathroom. It's a fucking pot. It's hollow. It's like metal and big. They're dropping the shit. Dude. Fire alarms hooked up to any kind of chemical. They did an entire fucking construction project to the pipes of this house. The water pipes, plumbing. You got me, man. I'm a girl. Can I ever get a pass? Do I need to know all about plumbing to get it over to you? There's something going on in this house, dude, with the fucking chemicals and the goddamn water pipes. She flooded my bathroom out. There was chemical all in the water. It stained everything. The water was all orange looking. The chemical that day that she fucking filled the house with set the alarm off. I heard her playing with the alarm a second time. I documented that as well. The chemical was so intense it stayed all day. I documented it. I don't have to cover the same material. What really upsets me is that I'm to this day still dealing with the same material. The same individuals doing the same fucking thing. Calling fucking police to my door to harm me, because that would be the only intent. To cover up what happened in this house. The past actions of calling the police to my door were still to intent to harm me. I have no other reason to believe anything else. Why would you constantly call somebody do this to them? I have said to an attorney before I got the cease and desist. I don't know what to do about these people. It's fucking serious. Okay, that was before I lived somewhere. I sought an attorney about it. Now I don't know what you would term this because they're covering for fucking homicides and chemicals now. They're all involved in it. You're gonna have to ask the agents and the prosecutors how that happened, man. I can't fucking believe my mom. She's covering for a woman who's an accomplice to killing other fucking women. If she admits that she reads what I write, then she knows that they're jumping chicks in here, right? And probably cutting their bodies up. I don't know, but what else would they do with the body, dude? My fucking mother's reading that? This is what Jesus says. You don't know her right now. I might not ever know her again. I don't know what the fuck is going on. My mother and my stepdad are obviously covering for Gwen Ball and William Murray, and they're obviously continuing to send them money. They're obviously working with the DCPD, who I know, I can tell you, I've spoken to them, is involved with the hookers here. My parents somehow involved themselves in that. I believe it's because my family was already involved with Russian organized crime before I moved here, okay? I believe my mother and my stepfather this is my number in guidance, got involved with Russian organized crime about 7 or 8 years ago. I had no idea. So that's 4 years before I started cracking down on all of organized crime on my own. Which is this. They had a family member who took it on herself to do whatever you want to call it, and they chose to go after that family member. And my mother has been doing these actions ever since. And she has been. It's all for history. I don't recognize her or know her. I have many times sat here and thought, she said fucking weird things. I don't want to get into dates and years, but she would go against God. She raised me. She did and didn't raise me. Anybody with common sense knows that. I was truant at age 12. But when she was present and raising me, she didn't raise me to be this person who denounced God and bashed police. She started making statements of being anti-Jesus, anti-God, blah, blah, all right? And being fully anti-police. I remember it clearly. It was a distinct change. It happened, I would say, about 8 years ago, which, see, is about the time that my guidance is. I've noticed that. Maybe 10 years ago, but not so much because, 10. I sobered up. I went to rehab at 14 years ago. God, it's been that long. I'm that old. Anyways, I got 14 or 15 years, right? Since I just put everything down. I don't need to go back to the past of what I did for 2 fucking years. Now, this is getting old. But anyways, that was when I lived around her and her spouse. I went to rehab in California. I spent about a year with them in California. That's where I initially sobered up. They were very dysfunctional. We could go into that. But when I sit here, I don't remember any, I'm trying to think, were they in organized crime then? I remember distinctly seeing, even me, at 31, newly recovering alcoholic. I distinctly remember seeing in Sausalito, California, Russian speaking organized crime members. Okay, they were pretty blatant about being gangster. So that was when I was newly sober. Put the eyes and the hat on of someone like me now. Wow, that was like 15 years ago. San Francisco is pretty bad. I've known that, and I know that after living there, certainly beyond reasonable doubt, I've experienced it in real hands, or however you say that. Okay, so they were in a mecca for it. Okay, that's how they got into it. Okay, I'm trying to make fucking sense of this, dude. And then I'm like, okay, so you spent a year with them. That was just your typical, really nasty dysfunction. That's what I would tell myself and have of what I was around 14 years ago when I lived with them. I never went back there. You see, I got my shit together. It took me about a year. And that's why I know a little bit about recovery, because I could help newcomers. Yes, I know. And then I went back to the East Coast, okay? And I did school, I did everything, all right? I wasn't the best, like, shit together person. No, it takes a while. It takes about 5 years. It does. It does. It does. When you're that screwed up, it does. You need to have therapy. Yeah, it is true, okay? You need to have therapy, and you need to stay sober. No relapses. You need to stay sober. And by 5 fucking years of sobriety, that's when you're going to say, you know what? This sober person is like a full functioning member of society now. You're fully with everybody else. You're off to the races. But yeah, it's true. People who are that screwed up on drugs or alcohol, I wasn't shooting drugs or anything, but I know what I'm talking about, okay? These are just so, because people are so goddamn judgmental. I was a nice girl who got screwed up. There's a lot of nice girls out there who get screwed up. I didn't do chains of guys, prostitute, all this shit. I didn't commit felony crimes. I did fucking drugs for 2 years, and I had a drinking problem before that. A big one. Okay? I went to college, all right? After school, I would start drinking. How many fucking people does that sound like that you fucking know? That's serious alcoholic behavior to start drinking after fucking school. How many fucking fraternities does that sound like that you know? That is not normal fucking lifestyle. That's alcoholism. It's deadly. I almost died from my addiction of alcohol, which led me for 2 years to substances. That's where it took me. So when you're that screwed up, I don't care if you have a BMW and a fucking 6-figure job. It's going to take you therapy and 5 fucking years to even say you're the fuck better. All right? They have a saying in AA. 5 years you get your marbles back. It's a saying very much like that, almost verbatim. It is so true. I used to go into AA and look at people with 5 years and go, wow, how'd they do that? I got more than that now. I got 8 or 7. I lose count because of this house. I think it's 8. Well, without alcohol, because I had a little slip. But 14. 14. This is just stupid to say all the 8 and 14. So let's just say 14, okay? But I used to look at people and I would say, wow, how did they do that? Okay, but 5 years is when you get your brain back, all right? You get your brain back. And you can say you're a functioning member of society. So I try to go back I spent a year in California with them. I can't tell you I noticed anything. It was what I noticed, what I see here that haunts me. The stuff, this is personal. I don't know if it has any legal relevance. I have no idea. But it haunts me. I remember her saying all this anti-God, anti-Jesus, anti-police. It all just started coming all of a sudden. And I noticed it was a total change in her personality because she didn't raise me like that. And at the time, I'm pretty sure, getting into school. I mean, I'd already been in school, but I was really wrapping it up. Or was in. And when I mean wrapping it up, I was taking all the math. I was doing the math, which is a huge, huge character, a personal thing. And it's also, you need to do the math to get a degree. So it was a huge, huge fucking deal. And that point of my life is when I was seriously doing the math and getting my degree. That's when I noticed a really big change in my biological mother's personality. And I noticed it through those kind of statements because it was just not what she used to talk like. Anti-God, anti-cop. She just hates cops. Cops, cops, cops. Stuff like that. It was weird. I was offended. I was hurt. I was jarred. This is wrong. Why is she talking like that? You couldn't get into it. They'd want to fight with you about it. Yeah. But that's about the time that my guidance says 7-8 years they've been in organized crime. All right. And that would be the only explanation of how they got wrapped up in this house. I cannot understand why she's covering for 4 fucking people I've heard and smelled. Dude. The police in this city are so involved with this cover-up. It's really bad. No doubt there's military involved with this. I'm just not aware of it, dude. No doubt. This is really bad, folks. I'm really cautious here. My family's all wrapped up with the dirty cops. They're working hand in hand with them. I don't need to get all into it. How? This is fucked up bad. No matter what she reads, no matter what kind of chemical fucking shit this lady's doing, flooding my bathroom, fire alarms going off, pots, construction to pipes and water pipes, and a huge chemical spill where the whole house, you can't breathe. It's not the dead bodies this time. It's chemical. It's so strong, the chemical. I'm trying to say, oh, I'm in a photo lab, but a really, really intense photo Kodak lab. No, this is not normal here. And for my fucking family to be going for my throat still is really upsetting to me now. This is worse than trying to kill me on the fucking goddamn streets of San Francisco and letting my ankles swell 5 times. Remember my ankles? 5. Oh, no. They're now desperately covering up for Gwen Ball and William Murray. 4 homicides and a chemical fucking operation. And they're still going for my throat about I'm delusional, I'm delusional, I'm delusional, you're delusional. I'm so fucking freaked out. I'm not like panicked, but fuck yeah, I'm freaked out. I'm not panicked. I just can't fucking believe this shit. Alright, bye.